the office of the Deputy Minister. He's getting pressure from them. I then asked Deputy National Commissioner, what's so important about this charge? Because according to me, there's no sense of urgency. He said this guy insulted a member of Parliament. He told me now the member that he created a crime against is Fikile Mbalula, the secretary of the ANC. The other is Mr. Zee. So basically, they were the complainants. So this matter was putting him under pressure. That's the reason we had to leave everything and attend to it. So at 1296...
I've got no reason to lie about General Sibia.
So it is General Sibia who's not being truthful?
To put it in a respectful manner, I would say maybe he forgot.
Okay.
Then on 1297, line 11, all I'm saying is I don't remember calling Nkosi specifically and say I have pressure from the Deputy Minister. It never happened. What's your response to that?
When you called, I was with Captain Zulu in a vehicle, and General Sibia was on speaker. I still maintain my words. He said that.
And Captain Zungu would confirm that?
That's correct.
While we're on the saga of the arrest of Mr. Khawula, when you testified in February, you said you weren't aware of Zee's surname. You said Zee was one of the complainants, but you didn't know his surname. Do you stand by that evidence?
Can you repeat that?
When you testified in February, you said that there were two complainants. One was Mr. Mbalula, and the other one was Zee.
That's correct.
And you knew Zee, but you didn't know his surname.
I was not sure about his surname.
Okay. You weren't sure about his surname?
Yes, but I knew him. This is what I said.
Yes. Are you now sure about his surname?
That's correct.
And what is his surname?
Nxumalo.
Zee's in your phone book, isn't he?
That's correct.
And you communicate with him on WhatsApp?
That's correct.
And what name do you use for him in your WhatsApp communication?
Zee Nxumalo EFF.
Zenzile EFF.
That's correct.
Why Zenzile EFF?
This is how I saved him, as Zenzile EFF.
But why would you associate him with the EFF in how you save him?
I just felt like that. Zenzile EFF.
Come, Sergeant Nkosi, you must have a reason.
No, Commissioner. That is Zenzile EFF.
I hope I'm not saved in your phone book as
Jaskelson. I will tell you how I saved him.
Something else. Let me not name a party. Why Zenzile EFF?
It's Zenzile EFF. No, I just saved him like that. It's Zenzile EFF.
I see.
But Sergeant, what I sometimes do, say I'm meeting somebody for the first time, and I'm not sure that I would remember their name down the line. What I will do is save the name, but also save something that will remind me of who they are. And when I search and I have indeed forgotten the name, I will search for what I used to remember the person. Surely, It must be because you were doing something similar. And what Mr. Shaskelson wants to know is why your something similar referred to the EFF.
Hey, no, I think Mr. Charleston is pushing me somewhere. No, I saved him Zenzile EFF because I once saw him wearing an EFF hat.
I see.
Is his full name Zenzile?
I think so, Commissioner. I know him as Z, but I know these Z's, they call him Zenzile.
Or some people call him Zenzile?
That's correct.
For the record, perhaps we should spell Zenzile, because we've seen that the transcript usually misspells some names. Zenzile is Z-E-N-Z-I-L-E.
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Shaskelson?
What nickname does he use to address you?
00.
00 or 007?
Oh, 00 or double.
I'll ask you to go to 1177, the same file. 1177.
1177.
77.
Sorry, you said 1177 on the same file.
Same file. Do you have it?
Would just wait for me. Thank you.
Can I ask you to look at chat 2 at, not chat 2, chat 3, 17 March 2023. There, Mr. Nxumalo says 007, and you respond, my man.
I see it.
So he calls you 007, does he not?
Here he called me that.
And we saw last time out that Jerry Kazi and the nephew of former Deputy President Mabuza also called you 007. You remember that?
I remember.
Why do you seem so reluctant to admit that people call you 007?
I think it's because the way you painted the word or the name 007, as in a licensed killer, and you painted this name on a script, acting script that says 007, it's a license to kill person. So I don't want to distance I don't want to associate myself with a license to kill person, no.
But I think
It
you
was
were
on those bases.
You're right, I did mention that, but it was only after you showed some reluctance to admit that people call you 007. So your reluctance preceded my reference to license to kill. Who is 007?
I don't know, Commissioner. Who is 007?
You don't know that 007 is James Bond?
Can you repeat that?
You don't know that 007 is James Bond?
Yes, I know. It's James Bond.
And what is James Bond?
It's an actor.
Oh, it's not an actor. The character James Bond. What is that character's profession?
Hey, I don't know, because if I don't watch that movie, man.
You've never seen a James Bond movie?
I know. No, Commissioner. No.
You see, James Bond is an undercover agent of military intelligence in Britain with a license to kill. 00 means license to kill. And undercover agent is what James Bond is.
Okay.
So why would people call you 007?
Maybe it will, in my profile there, I've saved myself as 0 tolerance to crime. So now these people, they take this 0, add another 0, and say 007. This is what I'm thinking.
And where does the 7 come in all of this?
Hey, you know, commissioners, some, they call me 10111, some, they call me 458. You will see the chart as it goes. So I would not control on how people call me, even though I don't object to that. As long as it's not insult to me, but 007 is not me.
You are also Night Rider.
Night Rider, that's correct, Commissioner Khumalo. You see,
Well, let me put to you that Zenzile EFF seems to have regarded you as his secret agent. What do you say to that?
no.
Well, let's look at your chats with him. Can we go down to 1178?
1178,
the next page.
okay.
And 18 March 2023. At 2:49:14, Mr. Nxumalo as Zenzile EFF sends you 2 documents. And you'll find those documents on page 1219 and 1220. So can you go to 1219 and 1220? 219,
on the same file.
same file.
Let me be sure. You said 112.
No, 1219.
Ms. Yes, if there's nothing to be redacted, can you please project it? The lettering is very small on here.
So 1219 is particulars of a vehicle. You see that?
That's correct.
And 1220, there may be a need to redact here because particulars of an individual, they may have been redacted already. 1220 is particulars of a person.
Yes.
It's got his cell number, his date of birth, full name and address. It says move or merge restricted, allowed to move or merge. It's got a home address. So after he sent you these 2 clips, Zenzile EFF says, go back to 1178. You there? 78.
Yes.
And at 2:49:35 in chat 5,
Yes.
he says to you, let's please get them intercepted and dealt with ASAP. And you see that?
That's correct.
So on what basis does Zenzile EFF give you instructions to intercept vehicles and people?
Okay. He did not necessarily maybe give me instructions. I think it was people, if I can recall better, it was suspicious people that were roaming around It was suspicious people that were roaming around his area, or he suspected that they might have following him for quite some time. So he took note of that particular registration. Then he sent it to me.
Why would he send it to you?
Because of, that I'm flexible, and or to ask or seek help around the nearest police in that area where he was at that time.
He knows that you're flexible. What did you mean by that?
I'm flexible in my work. I'm flexible in responding to things of agency during my line of work, obviously. So I think he sent me on those bases.
So if I ever need urgent help from the SAPS, I should call you.
Definitely.
Let's look at other aspects of, on our way, we received a call from General Sabia telling me that I must forward this warrant to Mr. Matlala, because at that time Mr. Matlala had a security company. According to Mr. Matlala, to General Sabia, Mr. Matlala and his security company always have the provision where Musa usually goes on the weekends. Now, do you stand by that evidence?
That's correct.
And it was General Sabia who told you that Mr. Matlala, you would agree that it is improper for Sergeant Nkosi to be sending this to Mr. Matlala, and he's talking about the warrant for the arrest of Mr. Khawula. So the question is put to to General Sabia, would you agree that it's improper for Sergeant Nkosi to be sending the warrant for Mr. Khawula's arrest to Mr. Matlala? And the answer is fully agree, says General Sabia. Did General Sabia ever communicate to you that he thought it was improper for you to have forwarded the warrant of arrest to Mr. Matlala?
No.
Sorry, Mr. Skalson. In fact, you said when you testified previously that it was General Sabia who instructed you to forward it to Mr. Matlala, correct?
I still confirm.
Thanks.
So can I, just picking up from Commissioner Khumalo's question, that is put specifically to General Sabia at page 1288. Line 18, and it's from Commissioner Khumalo. When Sergeant Nkosi says to this commission, you told him to forward the same warrant to Cat Matlala, you're saying Sergeant Nkosi is lying, he's not telling the truth. Did I understand you correctly? And Lieutenant General Sabia says yes. And he then repeats that 2 pages down.
Sorry, Mr. Shaskelson, we are not picking that up at 1288.
298, 1298, 1298,
Thank you.
line 18.
129.
1298. Did I say 1288?
Yes.
I apologize. 1298. Let's do it again. If you go to 1298, line 18,
Okay.
when Sergeant Nkosi says to this commission, you told him to forward the same warrant to Cat Matlala, you're saying Sergeant Nkosi is lying, he's not telling the truth. Did I understand you correctly? And General Sabia says yes. And if you can read that with 1300, where you